Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can add more flow to your edits. We're going to be turning this into something crazy like this. Now before we hop into the video, if you guys are looking to take your visuals to the next level, look no further than our website. We have tons of editing packs and presets on there specifically designed for you guys to take your videos to that next step. They're super easy to use and drag and drop, so if you guys want to go check them out, they'll be linked in the description below. Alright guys, so we're in Premiere Pro here. We have this K-Swab music video pulled up here. Just have a little color on it. All of these colors are in my Lut Pack if you guys want to go grab them. And this rain here is in my Film Looks pack. So basically, I'm going to be cutting this music video and then I'm going to be showing you guys how I personally would add more flow to it. I'm just going to go ahead, turn these on, turn the colors on, and get started and cut this. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the cutting process and then speed it up. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut to the beat. I like to stretch my audio timeline all the way out. When the clap hits right here, I'm going to cut to that. And then where this 808 hits right here, I'm going to cut on that. Bring that up. Let's look for our next one. And then cut there. I'm cutting very fast. I like to cut my videos hella fast. That's cool right there. All right, we got our cut done, guys. All right, now moving on to the speed ramp, and this is how I do something like this. There are two different ways to speed ramp. I speed ramp a different way than everybody. I kind of do it like the old way. So there's a new way where you can open this up and you can actually go in and check out the curves for your speed. I'll make a video on that in the future, but the way I like to do it and the way I do it all the time, which is natural to me, is I will go 3 frames for the beat cut and I'll speed it up to around 300 or 250, just depending on how he's moving the clip. So right where he says pill, I'm going to cut it down to 50%. And I'll go 4 frames, crop it, right click, speed and duration, and then bring it up to 300. Hit OK. Then drag that. You'll have something like this. Same thing. I'll bring this one down to 50. Maybe even just leave it and then go to the cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Crop that. Bring that to 300 again. So you want to have a lot of parts that speed down and then speed up. You can definitely add a lot more flow to your video doing something like this. Highly recommend it. What I'd move on to doing next is I'd go into the project, I'd create a new adjustment layer, hit OK, bring it in, and I do kind of like these zoom ins. So for this part here on his face, I always like to have constant movement in my videos. So I'd go over to my effects pack, I'd search transform, throw on transform with motion blur. Make sure you have this off, the use composition shutter, and you can change it to whatever you want. 360 is going to be crazy, just to show you guys. I'm going to hit the scale and position at the beginning there, and then we're going to make it zoom into his face, just like very minimal, maybe like 115, and then you guys can see, extend that to match. Kind of get that zoom in there, kind of adds like a little bit of motion to the video. Do the same thing on this one, holding Alt and dragging, we can duplicate that, find where that ends, go to the end, not the very end, but right about there. Kind of want to have it zoom in more and then bring it up to more of his face area. If you hold Control on your keyboard, you can like make it more precise and slower, something like that. Get those fake zoom ins. Like this is still cool, but once you have this on it. And then I like to have a couple zoom ins. I don't like to zoom in for the whole video. And then I'll switch it up for this one here. See where it ends. I'll go to the beginning and then I'll turn these off, reset them, turn them back on. And then for this one, I kind of want to have it zoom out of his face. So go to about there. And then the very end, I'll have it zoom back to the regular size. So it looks something like this. Cool. So those are the zoom ins that apply. Now we're going to move on to adding some crazy transitions. Going into effects, I'm going to open up my presets here, and then I love to use my brand new fast movement effects V2 pack, guys. Highly recommend it. Instructions are here, and then we have these 2 folders which have a bunch of preset transitions and hits. So the way this is used, we're going to go into project. We're going to drag and drop that exact same adjustment layer we were just using in, and between 2 clips like this, what we do is put it right in the middle, about 8 frames. You could do 4 frames, 8 frames, or 6 frames. So this one's 8. I might bring it down to 6. So cut 2 frames off of that, and you can count it by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and going on it, clicking on it. We can go back into effects. Also, I recommend duplicating this a few times if you plan to use them more. So I'm just going to throw these to the side just so we can use more transitions later, just so we don't have to create a new adjustment layer and go through that all over again. Let's try the best one in here. We'll drag and drop that on there. And you guys can get something like this. And if that's a little bit too much energy for your first transition, we can move that somewhere else, maybe here. And we'll try a different one at the beginning here. Holding S, you can get it exactly in the middle. So let's try something a little bit more smooth, like the oh my god, with the flash. So that's a cool transition. This one maybe works a little bit better right here. And then you might even want to turn that speed ramping off. You're going to use that. Looks a little bit smoother. And then for this one right here, in between these two clips, let's try the second best one in here. And then for this one where it's like a fast cut, let's try the wow. Just depends on the clip. You kind of have that crazy motion. So going up here, let's put the yeah on there. So we have a cool quick transition. Especially if you're cutting really fast, these are really useful. So something like this. So you don't have to put them on every clip, but I like to do it sometimes. It looks a lot better than before. So this is before. Compared to when you have everything on. You have a lot more motion in your video, a lot more flow with the edit, keeps people more engaged. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to go check out the Fast Movement Effect V2 pack, it's linked in the description below alongside all of my other editing presets. The colors I used on this video to take it from this to something like this are on my site as well under the Ultimate Lut Pack. And then this grain that I use here is on my site in the Film Looks pack. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more videos just like this, we have 2 banger tutorials linked right here. I highly recommend you guys check one of them out. It will help you step up your edits. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.